Welcome, Cancer, to your July 2025 angel messages and reading. We're going to be doing a very deep dive. This entire video is just for you, and happy birthday season. I have so many amazing Cancer friends in my life. I am a Cancer sun sign as well. So let's celebrate all month long, all year together. I'm so excited to see what this energy is bringing in for all of us. We will do the Celtic cross. We'll do some clarification, and then I'm going to go week by week and give you a chance to take a screenshot of the energy so you can make some plans. We have some big things happening in July, so let's get right to the heart of your spread, Cancers. What do we have coming up here? We have the Star card, Archangel Jophiel. Happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans. You're on the right path. Cancers, you're the star this July. This is you celebrating you, okay? I love this. And these changes that you're going to be making for this next year are putting you on the right path. A lot of the work you've been doing is allowing you to shine in a bigger way, shine your light with the world, Cancer. So this is an amazing energy to go into the month of July with in the heart of your spread. Let's see what's coming up for our crossing or challenge energy here. This is just something we may have to be aware of to overcome for July. We have the 10 of Water card. Interesting card to have there. That's actually, it doesn't sound very challenging to me, but it says a contented, rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. Basically, Cancers, this is letting you know that you might feel that it's a little bit hard for you to feel nurtured, to do the things that you want to do, and also be there for the relationships that are important to you. But what this is basically letting you know is make it that time for your family and friends. Do things that allow you to feel good this month. I am seeing a lot of you spending a lot of time with family. You're going to be doing things that help you balance your emotions. Cancers, of course, we are a water sign here, right? So emotions come in with the tide and go out with the tide and all kinds of things. If you can even spend some time by the ocean or by a body of water this month, that's going to really benefit you. You might even feel like you're having a hard time finding time to do these things, but we're going to get a lot of clarity because that's actually not a challenging card at all, as long as you are focusing on keeping those emotions balanced. So let's see what's coming up in the root of your spread here. In the root of our spread for Cancers, we have the 3 of Air card. Okay, a lot of people have been getting this, okay? I just did Aries, Taurus, and Gemini right before this stream, and guess what? A lot of them got the 3 of Air. Great sadness, take time to heal, the need to forgive yourself or others. This is coming up in the unknown. And what I'm getting for the Cancers here is that actually the reason you're feeling challenged to feel like your emotional and material needs are met is because there's still some more healing that needs to be done in an area of your life. So if you can spend some quiet time alone this month, reflecting on the relationships in your life that still need healing, that's going to help you embrace this feeling of being loved, being surrounded by people that love you, feeling secure in your relationships. A lot of Cancers struggle with feeling secure in relationships, but a lot of it comes from not completely healing from a relationship from the past. Now, it doesn't have to be a romantic or personal relationship with a person. It could actually be something that you view as a failure in the past. So we're going to get a little clarity, but of course, it's all about that perspective. So there is something that still needs healing, Cancers, for you to be able to overcome this block of feeling secure in your relationship. So the word secure is coming up big time for me, Cancers. Remember, Jupiter just moved into Cancer. This is going to be bringing us gifts and rewards, but we're not going to probably see it for a while. And so what we're going to have to do is keep our eye on what our heart wants. Keep your eye on the prize. Don't let your emotions sweep you away and keep you from getting where you're going, because you are meant to be a star, Cancers, okay? You're meant to shine your light on the world. And a lot of people are going to be coming to you, Cancers, for advice, for guidance. So you want to be emotionally grounded too when these people are coming to you. So let's see what's coming up in the recent past for the Cancers. In the recent past, Cancers, we have the 10 of Earth, a very happy family life, financial security, finding things, magic in the little things. I love that. I do think that that's something we've been working on. Really all of you here. Remember, you can listen to all 12 signs because we all have all 12 signs in our chart. So if you do know your chart, look to see where you have Cancer, because it's all about finding magic in the little things there. And I know for me personally, I'll share that I just had the honor of visiting Sedona, Arizona. It's a place that means so much to my heart. My husband and I were there, and the magic in just sitting in the energy, doing nothing, doesn't cost you anything. Just sitting there staring at those beautiful red rocks was glorious. It was glorious. But even having that opportunity here in my own home to just sit and stare out the window at my flowers, those are things that bring magic in. And you've been investing a lot of time in that lately, Cancers. One of the things that I do love about all the Cancers in my life is you guys do embrace summer in a big way. And I hope you guys are celebrating all summer long. That goes for Geminis and Leos too. We'll get to you, Leo, soon, but celebrate all summer long, okay? But it doesn't have to cost you a lot of money. It's celebrating in the moment, the joy of the season. And of course, for those of you who are in the Southern Hemisphere, you're in winter now, and doing the things that make you feel cozy, wrapping yourself up in your favorite blanket by the fireplace and reading a cozy book. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good, right? So keep doing these things to invest in things, and let's see what's coming up in the present energy for the Cancers. Cancers, for the present energy, you have the 8 of Fire. Events moving at a fast pace, delays are over, many things happening at once. You can't make this stuff up. I'm literally doing 12 live streams today. Talk about current energy for Cancers. And thank you all for joining me here, even if you're watching this back as a recording. But this is a card that, by the way, Chris Reck from Minnow Pontero is going to be back on my channel tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central. We're going to be talking about the rest of the year. And we joke about this card sometimes when he's on my channel, about it being like you need to pick a wand. You need to pick something to focus on and go. All right. Follow your passions. Don't let these other things distract you. It's also like, I feel like for me personally, this feels, this is me reading intuitively, not what it literally means. It feels like you need to prioritize what your heart wants, right? And also Cancers can have, they're at a high risk of people pleasing, and they're at a high risk of doing things for other people first. And this is letting you know, nope, you got to put what your heart wants first, okay? You've got to do the things that make you feel loved first before you can love anyone else. That's literally what this card here in the subconscious card is coming up is. Let me just switch over to this viewpoint so you can see it. In the crown, it's saying focus on what your heart wants. In the root, it's saying because you need to heal something and you won't feel emotionally secure, this crossing energy here, you won't feel secure until you heal it. And so that might mean you are taking some time away from things, some commitments. I'm getting for some of you, it could be, maybe you just started a new relationship. It could be a new friend. It could also be a romantic relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic, but maybe you just started something new or you're wanting to take it to the next level, but it's moving too fast. It's taking too much of your time and energy away from the other things you want to do. It's kind of that whole where you meet somebody, you get swept off your feet. And so you stop working on your poetry writing or your new podcast because you're so swept up by it. But you need to be able to have those conversations and say, I really still need this time away to focus on the things that I want to do. I still want this person in my life. I still want to invest in these new fresh friendships and relationships, but I still have to, prioritize what my heart wants first. So let's see what's coming up in the near future for the Cancers. Cancers, for the near future, you have the 5 of Earth card. It says fear surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others. There you go, uncertain self-employment. All right, so basically what this card is saying, it's still a positive card. The idea is, you're looking for the spiritual help available here for your material resources, and you are not getting caught in fear around what you have or don't have. You're not getting caught in fear of losing something. You're also not getting caught in fear of, I don't have enough. Instead, you're going higher with your thoughts. You're asking for spiritual help. You're asking for spiritual insight. And I am seeing that for a lot of you, this really is about asking for help from others because, as I said right here in the crown, you're doing too much, right? So can you invest your time and energy in something that your heart wants and then let others handle the rest of these ones, right? My most mundane example that I give Cancers, because you guys do rule the fourth house, which is your home, your family, real estate, security, like literally emotional security is fourth house. So this is like literally a fourth house card right here. That's your challenge. Could you let somebody else clean your house for you so that you can focus on your project? I know Cancers want their home to be cozy in the way they want it, but I think there's something you need to let somebody else do for you so that you can focus on the thing that your heart wants. This could even be let somebody else plan your birthday celebration, and I'm talking to myself here too, because I tend to want to plan it all myself because I actually don't ever want to do like anything big, right? And so sometimes you have to just go with the flow. Let somebody else handle some of these things, Cancer. So let's see what's coming up in your personal power here. All right, your personal power, Cancers, is going to be the Page of Earth. There we go. Scholarly, dependable, patient, successful. Good news about financial matters. Look, right after this Five of Earth. I love that. Wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. My higher self came to me last Thursday and challenged me to do all 12 videos today. That's why I'm doing this marathon live stream. Thank you so much for joining me. And there was a little fear around, like, is my voice going to last all day long? Can I find other people to help me get my kids places? They have a busy schedule today too, and I have different people helping me get that done, because what I wanted to do was focus on this, right? And they're saying that actually when you do something that challenges you, this is your personal power. And again, just like we were talking about with Tauruses liking their creature comforts, Cancers are the same way. We want our coziness. We want our home. A lot of times it's harder for us to leave the house than other people because we like our environment. We feel safe here. But you need to be willing to challenge yourself to go higher with things so that you can, really invest in yourself and what your heart wants. So I am seeing that, we are being asked to challenge ourselves in July. So let's do a pocket affirmation here, Cancers. I accept the highest challenges. Do you want to say the challenges that are in my highest good? How about that? I accept the challenges that are in my highest good. You want to write that in the comment section below, Cancers, for July 2025. I accept the challenges that are in my highest good, okay? Listen to your intuition. You're super intuitive. You have some challenges available to you, but this is going to be your personal power. Take on these challenges. Are you challenging yourself to go to the gym more? Are you challenging yourself to travel somewhere you haven't normally gone? Are you challenging yourself to be more social? Like I said, we Cancer sun signs, we like to be cozy at home with the people we trust and we know support us. But you might need to get out there in a bigger way, Cancers, all right? Let's see what's happening in your external factors here. We have the Nine of Fire. Yep, protect what you've created. Don't give up. Have courage and believe in yourself. Yeah, I mean, this is your external factors, but this basically means, especially coming with the Fire card over here, the Eight of Fire, this is moving on to the Nine of Fire. You are needing to focus on something you really want. And this could literally be in your home. Like, are you redecorating? Are you buying a new home? Are you expanding your home in some way? Are you moving your home office to your office to your home? You need to be doing things that can really help you feel secure and protect the work that you're doing here. And I do feel like there are going to be some external factors going on the wider world stage that might cause you to fall into a place of fear around resources. So what we want to do is stand in our power and say, no, I can accept this challenge. I am going to stand up for what my heart wants. I'm going to protect what I've created so far, and I'm going to keep going. Just don't forget about this need to heal here in the unseen side, okay? It could be that you're healing. That's why I was saying earlier, it might not be healing from a breakup. It might be healing from, hey, I started this YouTube channel and it didn't go anywhere. So now I'm going to really invest in it. I'm going to take on a new challenge and I am going to try again. I'm going to protect what I've created, okay? Hitting a little bit close to home for me. Although, thank you all so much for being here. I love growing and learning with all of you. I know we all support each other as light workers. Let's see what's coming up in the hopes and fears sector here. We have the Dreamer card, a leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. Yeah, so this is the two sides of the same coin card is what I call it, because we both hope for it. We also kind of fear it. So with new opportunities, it's like, I hope to take this new journey and try this new thing, right? Travel somewhere new, try a new method, learn something new. But then I'm also kind of afraid, like what happens if it doesn't work this time, right? But you're doing that leap of faith here. And that's going to be the important thing for Cancers or wherever Cancer is in your chart, making sure you are looking for those new opportunities to advance your skills, to challenge yourself, and this is going to really benefit you. So let's see what's coming up in the final outcome before we clarify and then go to week by week. Wow, 6 of Earth. I love this. Gifts of time, money, effort, new career opportunities. Again, there's that word opportunity. Cancer, you have Jupiter in your sign now, receiving a loan or paying off debts. Yeah. I love this card coming up in the final outcome because we did have coming up in the near future the 5 of Earth card. So it means you're moving on. You're moving on to a place of having balance with your resources. And this is not just money. Money is energy. So it's where are you investing your time? Where are you investing your energy? Where are you investing your emotions? Again, are you in a situation where you're not receiving the same love and support you're offering someone else or something else? What can you do to change that, to heal that, to rectify that, and stand in your personal power? I do think for a lot of us, this is learning a new skill or just trying to take something to a new level. I really, really think that's a positive empowerment here. And it's your birthday. Give yourself that gift. In fact, give your future self a gift. When you come to your birthday season next year and you're looking back and you're saying, I invested in my skills. I took that challenge. No matter the outcome, it was a leap of faith and I learned from it. All right. So I love that for the Cancers. Let's move on to the clarity so that we can go week by week here. So your first clarification card, Cancers, is the Changes card, Coxum. This is from the Sedona deck. So I think that's there are like a lot of locations from Sedona. And there are changes coming for Cancer. Well, the truth of the matter is there's changes coming for all of us, right? All 12 signs have big changes. We have Uranus moving into Gemini next month. We just had Neptune and Saturn move into Aries, Jupiter into Cancer. So, I mean, this is just saying you got to embrace these changes. But I am feeling like the changes you're making are moving you towards that emotional security, okay? 4th house, right? It's where you feel at home. And I also like to remind Cancers, because we are such homebodies sometimes, not everybody, but a lot of us are, make sure that you feel at home in an environment that is where you work, in a group of people, right? I like to share the example of when I first started doing readings for people. I didn't just like march into my kids' school and start offering readings to random people. I went to a spiritual event and I got a table where people who were already interested in getting a reading were there, right? I felt at home there among other light workers. So it's a lot about that as well. Let's see your second clarification because I want to get to your week by week here. All right, your second clarification is the bat, and the words are smaller, so I'm having to read this up close there. Hello, whatever. I don't know. I'm not going to try to read that, but it says intuition. It says intuition, and Cancers, you're so intuitive. You're just naturally intuitive, okay? And so you are getting changes in the way you use your intuition. In fact, I think your intuition is about to go to levels it's never been before, Cancers. That's actually happening for all of us, like as a collective, as more and more people wake up. All 12 signs are getting a huge up level in their intuition, especially with Neptune and Aries. But remember, Saturn is in Aries there too, so we have to be disciplined about how we use our intuition and not let our emotions carry us away. We want to be calm and grounded so we can know the difference between our intuition and our mind chatter and our emotional chatter there, right? Which those things are important too. There is a truck backing up in front of my house right now. You can hear the beeping sound. If that's a sign for you, that backing up sound, maybe you are backing away from something that you previously committed to because you don't feel secure, all right? The Gemini's got a lot about that too. So I feel like that was a sign I needed to share with you there. So let's move into your week by week here, Cancers. Let me know how you're doing in the comments. And don't forget, you can always sign up for my free newsletter at devondoer.com to get my gift for you, which is my ebook, Is It a Sign? How to Recognize Signs and Discover Their Meaning. Totally free gift. The link is below. And then you will be signed up for my free newsletter too, so you can learn about events like today's all 12 sign marathon we're doing, and tomorrow Chris Reck back on my channel for the next 6 months at 11 a.m. Central. I'm always honored to have my good friend Chris Reck, so intuitive, so amazing, here on my channel, and we will be doing the rest of 2025 tomorrow. Super fun. So I've been doing this thing with these little it's a little bit old school here, but I wanted you guys to be able to take a screenshot so you can remember the cards of the week here as we go through July, and just kind of get a snapshot that way of the energy coming up for you in July. All right, Cancers, for the first week of July, you have Two of Earth. Balance, prioritization, playfulness. All right, you literally had, in the present energy, you had the Eight of Fire, which was saying, pick a wand, people, pick a wand, prioritize, prioritize, prioritize. And this is what you are getting right here for week 1. What are your priorities, Cancer? What are the things that you're sitting on the fence about because you haven't prioritized? See, this person is walking on the fence here, balancing between things. You need to get off the fence, Cancers. There's something you need to invest in. Okay, so think about that for week 1. It's the 4th of July here in the US, so it's a 3-day weekend. What are your priorities? Can you take some time just for you to balance your priorities and get off the fence? You got to invest in something. This is an Earth card. All right, maybe you've been thinking about taking an online course and you need to go ahead and sign up. Who knows? All right, let's see for week 2. Week 2, Cancers, we have the Nine of Fire card, protection, preparedness, resilience. So remember, this was the card with the other deck. It's the same card, Nine of Fire, in your external factors. So in week 2, again, you're going to be standing up for what you've created. You're going to be protecting what you've created. You're not going to give up. So I do feel like in week 1, you're going to make a decision and invest in something, and then you're going to have to just keep going in week 2. All right. This is really positive, though. It's saying just remember, you've come this far. You didn't come this far to just give up or turn around and go back, right? That's why I got that beeping noise, right? The reverse truck, beep, beep. We're not going in reverse, but we might need to reverse a decision and focus on something that our heart really wants so that we can protect what we've created. So let's see what we're getting for week 3, Cancers. You have the Two of Water. Love this for the Cancers. Partnership, commitment, reconciliation. Remember, we had the challenge card of the Ten of Cups. You're wanting to feel secure in a relationship. The key word for Cancers in July is security. You guys need to feel emotionally secure in all of your relationships. And I feel like by taking the action right here to invest in something and protect what you've created, you're going to see your relationships go to a new level. This could be a relationship to your work. This could be a relationship to your clients, to your boss. It doesn't matter, but there's something you've got to invest in and make a decision to do. Take the challenge. Protect what you've created, and then you're going to see good things coming in for you in week 3 with this Two of Water card. So let's see what week 4 brings in for you. Week 4 is the Page of Fire, creative, enthusiastic, motivated. So yeah, you're going to have so much fun in July, Cancers, when you focus on that one wand that you had in the present energy back in the Celtic cross, right? When you focus on picking a wand and letting other people handle the rest, you're going to have so much fun. Oh, I have these backwards. Sorry. Week 4. Here we go. Week 4. And then, this is going to be what's important, is that you are focusing on where you want to head. It's your birthday season. So give your future self that gift by investing in something right now. And then by the time you get to week 4, which will be moving into Leo season, which is what your heart wants, it's your second house, is self-worth, you are going to really be excited about these new projects. Sorry, I held that up backwards there. All right, let's move on to week 5 so we can pull this all together. You guys can get a screenshot here if you want. I guess this crystal is kind of blocking the week 2 there, isn't it? Let me see. Yeah, there we go. Okay, week 5, Cancers, we have the Six of Earth. It says charity, generosity, and windfall. So this is the final outcome card that we had in the Celtic Cross. Of course, it's a different deck, but it's the same card. All right. So it's repeating energy here. It's validating, right? That's what I love about doing the clarification and the validation. When you take the time, let's switch this so you can get a screenshot here. When you take the time to invest in something new, right? Get off the fence, challenge yourself. You are going to feel so passionate about what you've created. You're going to be taking it to new levels. You're going to be taking relationships to new levels. You are going to be so excited for the new path you're on. And of course, you're going to end up with this balance in your resources. Remember, we had near future, we had 5 of Earth, and then the outcome 6 of Earth. You are investing in what your heart wants. Happy birthday, Cancers. I can't wait to see you on the next video for Leos. Remember to hit that like button, share this video with anybody it resonates with, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'm going to see you in just a few minutes for the Leos. Bye, everybody.